Hey guys, so I decided to use my phone to do a video, informational video. I had to plug my computer back in, so it's gonna be on keeping goats. I'm gonna try to get a lot of these in, so I'll be right back though. Alright, sorry guys, I am getting around late tonight. Nebula, go lay down. Please, go lay down. Please and thank you, baby. Go lay down. Be a good girl, go lay down. I am having a salad tonight of basically everything from the garden. It actually is everything from the garden. Beet greens. Lettuce from the garden. Pea leaves, which are very, very healthy for you. And my hair looks like crap. I am really going to try to cut my hair tomorrow. Purple beet greens. Fresh basil. Fresh mint. And wild spinach, which is lamb's quarter. Oh, and some of the beans from the garden. Oh, the only thing that's in here that's not from the garden is my dried cherries I added to it and my cheese. That's it. Everything else is from the garden, and a cucumber from the garden. And I even made some of my homemade dressing. So good. It's so healthy for you. So good. So, I have that. I have another video of mine going in the background. So, if they catch it, they can't say anything, because it's my video. Again, I apologize for the dishes. I will be doing them. Actually, I think all you're seeing is the dry dishes. I made coffee. It's like 8 o'clock. So, I'm going to really try to start getting in a lot of videos. I know it's kind of late tonight. I did get the one out there. Kitty found a place to lay on my purses. Yeah, I'm really going to try to start getting a lot more videos out. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up my stuff. Just thought I did something. I'm going to start going through my pins. I'm going to start doing videos on those again. I'm just going to start bombarding the channel. So, be prepared, you guys. So, Faith First Farm and Homestead. Farm stand is functional. I can't always have it up. I am gonna work on getting my structure, which is a greenhouse. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if this is on the right phone.
Actually consider leaning towards probably about 3 or 4 totes.
I have to remember.
Ingredients for garden soil. Now I'm gonna set up the square foot garden and layer that. I'm gonna work on that area out there as well.
I gotta try to find one that's.
Work on the area way out there. We gotta get that area ready for the Amish cabin. Me and Aaron have to get everything taken care of for the property. On the property taxes, so and the list goes on. Medicinal garden area.
I guess what I'm gonna have to do is just.
Again, the list goes on and on and on.
Kind of wanted a harder. I'm just wondering if I can get the polycarbonate sheeting for that greenhouse, the hexagonal one.
I had this stuff in my head. Cooking oil and like the basics. I
See, that one's $315. I don't want to do that. A lot of these are not on Prime, and I'm going to end up paying like a lot for
certain nuts and things that you can turn into.
It's funny, on my old account, the same ones aren't coming up. Now, see, that one's on Prime, but that's $270.
Figure out the area, the plots where we can grow the food for our animals. Because we're down, we can't go buy food. And I want to lean away from that anyway, because it's going to be healthier to grow their food. I need to be able to grow. I happen to like sweet corn. It's really good. And I also want to be able to grow watermelon.
Yeah, I'm not going to have the money for that.
There are a lot of issues with that. I need to stack up my grow pots. Yeah. Sometimes I think it would be better for us to be on a larger acreage, but Arizona's not really good area.
Yeah, see, a lot of these are $100 for delivery without Prime, and I don't want to do that.
You know, this is what I need, all the supplies for laundry soap making, and
this one's bringing up a whole lot of either really expensive ones or really crappy ones. There it is. My hexagonal one.
Super washing soda, and then the frozen apple bars, which I can get more, those are like $2
I have that book. I don't know. I'm trying to find them where they're covered with Prime. The hexagonal one is covered with Prime. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Oh boy. I don't know. It might take me a lot longer to get my greenhouse. I mean, that one's $370, but it's got crappy reviews.
Money coming in that we need for everything, and it's okay, you know what, you got this in your hands, and I know you're going to provide for it, so a little at a time.
Yeah, that one's $1,700.
So,
yeah, because that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Anyway,
I don't know.
we have fresh peaches, you guys.
I don't know.
They are really
I don't know. I'm not going to waste the time on this video for that. Alright, so, the joy of keeping goats, the ultimate guide to dairy and meat goats. Here we go. The most important reason to keep goats.
Okay, guys, it is actually
I am often asked which feature of the goat is most valuable. The answer isn't mine to give. It is different for every person, on every farm, large or small.
Look at that.
And ours is a small farm, but it's still a farm.
From our peach tree.
Faith First Farm and Homestead.
Are so good.
My peaches video. I have my salad from the garden. I've had like 3 peaches today. Okay. You may have a lactose intolerant child or become concerned about the safety of consuming commercially raised meats.
I'm gonna have.
Perhaps you've eaten some delicious chèvre goat cheese and want to try your hand at creating some of your own. Oh my gosh, I think it's this chair that's been hurting my back. Go figure. Maybe it's Thompson. I don't know.
You're right. However,
lovable goats make great pets and projects for children of all ages. The bond between the two forms quickly, simply with time spent playing in the yard or the field. As I look upon my own fields of this centuries-old farm, once covered in brambles and weeds from years of neglect. Wow, yeah, that sounds like ours right now. I might say the most important reason to keep goats is brush control.
it won't start.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Peaches.
And they can strangle themselves on tie-outs, though. I'll figure it out. Use the goats to help get the weeds and stuff down if we can't get someone with a brush hog. Keeping the weeds down and the fields open for grazing doesn't just increase the value of a farm, it also affects the quality of life on that farm. Our region is predisposed to large populations of black flies and mosquitoes. Our goats keep the fields open to sun and wind, which in turn pushes those nasty spring and summer pests back to the forest interior.
I know how to grow the trees and the seed.
Excuse me, we need goats. If I were looking over my financial records instead of my fields when you asked that question, I'd say the most important reason is economical. Raising goats has decreased the stress on our household budget while helping our family to be more self-sustained. We've cut back on our trips to town to purchase milk and cheese. We haven't needed to buy any fertilizer for the garden for the past 10 years, and our freezer is full of delicious meat at 1/2 the cost from previous years. Goats also make great pets and provide the lessons of responsibility for children. Your child might choose to care for and show a goat as part of a 4-H project. If you homeschool like I have with Veronica, goats also provide a good fodder for lesson plans, animal anatomy, how to make soap, or train a goat to walk on a leash, to name just a few exercises and studies we've performed in the past. Great with unit studies. Throughout the years, I have talked to hundreds of goat owners across North America who have responded to "Why do you keep goats?" with diverse replies. Here are the most common. 1. Goat milk and meat is a superior option to grocers' beef and dairy. We're not going to eat our goats. 2. My goats keep the weeds under control in our fields while grazing with other livestock. 3. The cost of raising goats pales in comparison to end-user purchase of milk, cheese, and meat. 4. They're lots of fun. 5. Our children wanted some after visiting a neighbor's farm. We've had goats on our land ever since. 6. Homemade cheese. Oh, yep, it's this chair. Dang it. Goats make the best milk for cheese, and we can enjoy it without unnatural preservatives, chemicals, or harsh processes. Sorry, I think he laid by the text back. Yep.
Which is the reason why I want to get that garden like that.
Hang on, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, 6. Homemade cheese.
I gotta get down there.
Goats make the best milk for cheese, and we can enjoy it without unnatural preservatives, chemicals, or harsh processes. 7. Goats are green livestock. They are environmentally friendly, less methane gas per pound than a cow, and I think that's totally stupid. 8. They are our pets with a purpose, our working companions on the farm. Whatever your reason is for considering goats, I hope you find answers and encouragement within the pages of this book. And you guys are going to hear the whole thing, so. I can say with near certainty that once you've raised a few, you'll never want to be without them again. Who are you? For every noble human trait, there will be at least one good reason to keep goats. 1. If you are health conscious, the goat provides lower fat meat and a higher nutrient dairy product. Well, we're going for the higher nutrient dairy product. 2. If you're frugal, you'll enjoy the cost saving that goats afford the household budget. 3. If you have a discerning taste, the goat offers delicious, made for your palate cheese. 4. If you have a maternal instinct and your offspring genuinely reciprocate your doting attention. 5. If you have a mind for business, current market demand will appeal to you. And 6. And should you just need a reason to laugh every day, the antics of a few goats will provide a lot of comic relief.
I'm hoping.
Our first... Okay.
Yeah. I can go to family farm. And get little fruit trees this fall.
Hang on. Alright, our first foray into keeping goats. The goat becomes the professor whenever teachers can't be found, Turkish saying. My daughter Veronica and I began raising goats 11 years ago, entirely by accident. This method of foraying into goat husbandry is not suggested, but it does illustrate just how anyone can raise a goat. Goats are a forgiving and easy keep. Although our very first seemed beyond much hope, when we brought her, she went on to grace our barn for many years and gave us many kids to love. We were greenhorns, city slicker imports with 17 empty acres and a barn to fill. This is why, while at the county auction to buy turkeys, the 5-year-old Veronica saw a large white goat walking calmly on a leash and instantly fell in love. Knowing absolutely nothing of goats, I could plainly see that her new object of affection was aged, tired, and had suffered neglect. Her hooves were so overgrown that she walked on the folds of them. Her head hung low and she would not make eye contact, knowing this would be more of a rescue mission than a proactive step into goat ownership. I entertained the idea nonetheless. If you have read any of the last 10 years of writing, you already know that Veronica is, and always has been, rather determined. 10 minutes later and $28 poorer, we were the new owners of a tired goat. I don't ever want you to buy a goat by following in these footsteps. There were clearly 3 strikes against this purchase. First, it was on the whim of a child. Second, the goat was plainly ill-kept. And third, coming from an auction house, you never know what disease a goat could be bringing onto your land. As you'll read in the chapter on goat health, a goat from a questionable home could bring many hardships to your farm. Ills that can outlast the life of that one goat. We were fortunate. Nanny, Veronica named her, brought only blessings. Once she was in top form for her age and cleared by our veterinarian, we bought her a few goat companions. In return for her health and happiness, she gave us 6 years of milk, 7 kids, and a lot of laughter, and a fine excuse for an education in goat ownership. Alright, so I'm going to stop there. And this one's going to be titled The Most Important Reason to Keep Goats. And I will get this up there. And I will work on another one. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys. Oh, check your subscriptions. I can't say it enough. Check those subscriptions. Keep your eye on them. Make sure they're not unsubscribing you. And just always check those subscriptions. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscribe. And on my videos, even when they're uploaded from my phone, I always try to go onto my computer and edit them and make sure that there's an end screen with a subscribe circle in the middle, a quick subscribe, so you can just click on that and hit subscribe. And then just hit the notification bell and click on all, so you get all the notifications. And then just make sure you do your research. Like with goats, this is research for me because we're going to be getting into goats here soon. So you guys will be looking forward to those videos. Anyway, I'm going to get off from here and I will see you guys in a little bit. And you guys keep your head up, keep the faith, and do your research and get into that homesteading. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye, guys.